Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO. How are you doing today? I am doing outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I'm feeling great. Things are going well. There's a skeleton in the wall. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to start off this episode. Okay, whatever. I wanted to start off this episode just by recapping last episode a little bit. Sometimes when you're recording and playing a video game at the same time, and I think especially now that I'm kind of doing something that I'm a little new at and needing like a lot of concentration. Even last episode at the good Lord. Even last episode at the beginning, I was talking and I was like, I have no idea what I just said. Because I'm just thinking and focusing so hard. So I really didn't come across properly. I got a lot of comments from people saying, B-dubs, if you want to do creative, do creative. It's all good. Whatever you want to do is fine. Quit, no need to talk to us and complain about it. And I was like, what? What is everybody talking about? And then I got comment after comment after comment, and I was like, what is going on? What did I say? And I watched the episode back with that frame of mind, and I realized I came across like I was really complaining about the fact that we have to be in survival. I joked, and a lot of times sarcasm is lost with younger viewers, and it's lost with across different countries, sarcasm is all about inflection and stuff, and sometimes it's hard. Even my wife, though, has a hard time catching my sarcasm sometimes. So that was where I made a mistake, and I apologize. I was being sarcastic when I was saying, well, thanks a lot for torturing me. We got to keep going in survival mode. No. I am thrilled. I'm very happy that we're in survival mode, and it's making this a lot nicer of a project. It separates itself from the Let's Build. If you really do want to see total creative building, check out the Let's Build stuff. Mainly what I was talking about is I was saying that when you build in creative, things turn out a lot better because you have the option to do some things here and there. So what I was basically getting at is that how are we going to be able to make this world benefit from the benefits of creative mode, like flying back, being able to take a look at what you just built, and then going in, changing a few things. That's basically what I was getting across, trying to give some tips to you guys to this is how you can enhance your survival experience. I'm very excited and happy about the fact that this whole thing, even to this point, it's cool. But this end product is going to be able to be said was done in survival. And that's exciting to me. I'm definitely excited about that. So please forgive me if I communicated poorly last episode. That was my fault, and I apologize. Also, got some comments with people saying, and I don't know how you noticed, but somebody said they noticed that I had single player commands installed, and yes, I do. This is actually, I've got a jar. Minecraft 1.6, you can have the ability to switch to different profiles, and I have a jar that has Optifine installed. And being over here, having Optifine is really nice because you can really zoom in on some areas and look at them, especially from a distance. Like when we're working on this tower, we can zoom in. I can count off blocks and stuff, and it's a lot easier. But along with that, it's kind of a modded. Good gravy. There's a pigman around here. It's modded, so single player commands. I use it for my Let's Build world, and a lot of you caught on to that. Where did that pigman go? There he is. Hey, Ziso. You did. So yeah, it's a modded jar that has single player commands that I also use for Wells Glazes, who was the cameraman last episode. He stops by from time to time, but he's more quiet here. More quiet than ever. And something that I didn't mention last time lapse was that for the sake of a time lapse, I will use the set time today or set time 0 command, just because the time lapses, especially the one that we're going to do today. Oh, that's right. Did I tell you we're going to do one today? The time lapses, you really need daylight, especially right now with what we're building and how detailed it is. We're going to need daylight. Now, that last one was just a rip down, but there was no light where I was working. So best to keep the sun shining while we go. So anyway, I did set the time to 0, not to, I mean, I was up in the sky, so no mobs were coming at me. It was just so we could keep the lights on. So if I'm doing a little time lapse, you might see me do that. Outside of that, there's no spawning materials in or anything like that. Here's my thoughts on flying and spawning in items, okay? Because a lot of people were saying, hey, at least turn on fly mode. Apparently there's like a fly command for single player commands or something. I have no interest in doing that, or spawning in items or using anything like that, because if I've got a feeling, part of the excitement of this game for me, and the fact that I'm excited that this is going to be done in survival, is that all materials are collected by hand. Like this castle, every block that you see was pulled out of the earth somewhere in the world. So that to me adds fun to it. And having to grind for some things, it's not really a bad thing. It's really not. And if you guys kind of cheat in your worlds, try not doing it. Try not doing it. If you need like 5 stacks of cobble, find a creative way to get it. And I guarantee you, it's going to be interesting to you. So anyway, there's that little talk. Now let's talk about some other things. Some people jumped to conclusions and said they don't really like this style. I did change this up a little bit. With this base, I added a little more interest into it by putting some stairs here, some cobble there, so it's just not a standard stone brick all the way around. I also did some things within this style. It's a little spammy, right? But there's a big difference between the look that you'll get if you go just spam stairs and half slabs all over the place and actually implementing some look of structure. And let's talk about this. So this stair right here, this stair, boom, boom, this guy, that is a weak point, right? That is a weak looking block because there's a notch out right here. Same here. This right here, this cobblestone stair with this right there, that's a strong point. So I think as far as the base is concerned, it's good to have some of these strong points. I think before I did have this cobble stair turned the other way, and it was very weak looking on the bottom. So turning it this way firms it up a little bit, and then as you go up you can have weaker points, and then I like to, when you get to a transition, firm it up a little bit again. But what we're going to do now, let's see, did I change anything else? Oh, I did work out this back side too. I've got all 4 sides done, and I have the smooth stone layout for the tower completed. And today what I'd like to do is I'd like to finish both of these towers and the bridge going across. I'd like to get that done today. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. We will see. Where's my son? Where's my son? So yeah, I finished this side off too, and it's definitely coming along. So anyway, looks like I'm going to take a quick nap. I'm going to set up all my materials, and then we will be running into a little time lapse action. here we are. Oh man, oh man. So, you'll have to forgive me. I'm not sure. I haven't edited it up yet, but I feel like there might have been a little problem. I had a little glitch in the time-lapse situation. But mainly that's kind of for effect, just so you guys can see the blocks being placed. And as far as block placements and stuff, there's not much you can do as far as like saying why a block goes where. There's no like right or wrong. It's a lot of just trial and error. Try something out, see if it looks good. If it doesn't, replace it, try something else. So that's how they're looking, and I'll give us several angles here. There's badness around us though right now. Hi. Hi. Oh, well here's my answer for my mind crack yesterday. The grass does not go away. Okay, good to know. So here they are, and well, I guess we can take a look at it in the daytime in a minute here, but and I'm sure this is pretty dark for you guys. Actually, let me turn the brightness up. Video settings, boom. It's the darker you go, the better the light looks, honestly. But so these look very out of place, and if this was on its own, it would look a lot better. But having this castle with this theme already in it, with its own theme going, these stand out and look a little strange. That's something that we can get fixed and changed pretty easily. Get sheared. We're going to need a lot of this stuff. Watch, I'm going to walk away, one of them's going to eat. Oh, they didn't. Great. But yeah, I just love how this looks. I'm telling you. And I'm going to give you guys a peek at how this looks in the in a different texture pack. Boink. Go ahead, do that thing. Uh-oh, somebody coming to kill me. Oh, you're in there. Okay. Here's how it looks in the Aetheries texture pack. And I love it. I think it looks great. Looks really, really cool. Like that. So, I'm happy. A block that we didn't end up using. Let's get out of this. I don't like tools and stuff in this texture pack, but I do like how buildings look. And I think those turned out pretty great. Really, the best view, I mean, if we're... let's see if we can get up there. That's where you get the best view of it. And how they looking. And then we'll switch back to default in just a second. Shut up, Portal. Shut up. There's badness around. There you go. That's a good view of them right there. I think that looks pretty slick. Now let's go back. Options, resource pack, default. Back to game. And even still, in this texture pack, they look awesome. Hi. How are you? You're dead. Not yet. Now you are. Good job. I think they look pretty sick. So, I'm excited. Now, for the second half of the video, we've got to work out this bridge that comes across here. I'm going to kill every one of these mobs that I can. I've been staying up at night a little bit. I had to... Stop it! I had to set the time of day a couple times during the time lapse, but we talked about that already. But outside of that, I've been staying up at night just trying to get a little XP here and there while I'm building. So let's reset it today. And, but with the old sleeping. And then let's take a peek at what we're going to do next. Wells is gone. He was here for a moment, video camera, but he sucks. All right. Down we go. There they look. That's what they look like in the daytime. And I'm really happy with this, to be honest with you. What is there to talk about? Let's see. Oh, come on. Die. Die already. There you go. The roof might change a little bit. Possibly it follows this same slope, which I like. And I think we said we liked that before we left and went our way, and we changed a couple of these like that. One thing that we could do with this roof, we've got the cobblestone kind of acting as like a line. We could line the lower part of this with cobblestone too. We'll see. We shall see. But like I said, this is a learning process, so this is not the best I will be at this. I'm going to get better, but this is kind of the thing that I like the most about this. Let me tell you this. The thing that I like the most about this build is the fact that you can build a tower, a stone tower, and still have color implemented into it. And I think that I love that. And especially the way the cyan blends and contrasts with all these other colors is awesome, in my opinion. I'm loving it. Also the fact that when we built this out with dirt, we had very straight boom, 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 boom. Like we had straight lines of how this was going to go. And then now with these blocks, you get actually a flow. You can it's almost hard to tell, and that's why I did have time with the time lapse. I had a hard time telling where does this shrink in, at what point, and I messed it up. Fixed it, of course. It's all good now. But anyway, let's take a peek inside real quick. We can hop in here and take a look at boop-doo. I gotta work out a door, a way to get into these towers too. I'm not sure how I want to get into these towers, whether it's going to be through the base or leading in from here possibly. I'm not positive how I want to do that. For now, I've just got this, and I've got to work out the interior in here, which is going to be a little bit tricky. But here you go. And those logs that you see on the outside, I'm going to have those connect on the inside here, so they act as actual real supports for this thing. Rafters. Oh, I can't because there's a torch there. Not anymore. Get out of here. Bam. And then, but I do have these torches in here just to add a little bit of ambient lighting while we look at it, you know, from the outside. This is kind of a difficult place because I really want to have this wool here because it pokes through on the outside. So, and it kind of shows in the window. That's kind of a no-no, but I really needed it for how we were sitting on the outside. How you doing over there in that tower? Everything all good? Yeah, great. Okay. See you later. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work on this middle section. I'm not going to time lapse that. That's just going to be something I'm going to do off camera. This middle bridge coming across the way, going from one tower to the next, is very it connects those two towers, and it helps, I'm telling you, it helps the look of the thing like crazy. There's skeletons up in here. Are you up here? You're not up here, but they could be at some point. So let's prevent that from happening. Alright, and yeah, this is a cool look at it too from here. So what we'll do is we'll get that tower going, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so in the middle of building here, but I wanted to kind of show you guys my process and what I'm doing, just to kind of try to make it easy on myself. I've got all the materials I need. Smooth stone, tons of cobble, wood, everything. So I don't have to do a lot of up and down all over the place. I've got tons of materials up here, but if I do have to do an up and down, well, this isn't the best example now that I've blocked this off, but I've just got a nice little scaffolding set up here. Very nice, very nice. It works out fine. Works out perfectly fine. So this is working for me. This is working. And the nice thing about what I've got here, about my setup, is I've got a picture up on the side that's basically, it's just given, I'm looking at the picture as a reference. I took a couple pictures of what I had in creative mode. And then I come in here and just put it all together. And it's pretty simple from there. I mean, once I get that, once you do one side, it's fairly repetitive from there. You just know what you're doing, you know. Head over here. Okay, that goes like that. Boom, boom. Easy enough. And then a wall. It's just a little cakewalk, I'm telling you. So this is definitely, I think I've got kind of a good thing going here where this is, I mean, even if I was in creative, wouldn't matter. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm not complaining. Don't look at it like I'm complaining about creative or anything like that. No, this is just, I'm just showing you my setup, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's going along pretty nicely. Let's see. Boom, boom. But yeah, I just want to show you guys a little bit of the build process. Hey. Whoops, not you. That's a window, isn't it? Yeah, that's a window. And then we're going to come here. Bam, bam. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get this together. And really, I'm excited to get the whole castle together as a whole. I think it's gonna end up looking pretty snazzy. I think I'm gonna have to do at least one there, there, at least one there. I said. This is a little difficult, I'll tell you that. When I'm building on camera, different ball game. It's like I gotta keep moving so the people don't get sad. But you guys are cool. You guys are cool. It looks like, actually, let me get my perspective right. We're dealing with nighttime here now. That's fine. It feels good. It feels good. It's fine. No problems. Easy, easy. Just get right back up. Just like hitting space. When you're in, what's it called? Creative mode. Space. Get back up. I forgot to fly. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Okay, these I know for sure. Go like this. This part's a little plain right here. But that's okay. Boom. Like that. That's how we cap off these winders. And then there's some stuff looks like I'm gonna have to check my original creative build, and I'm out of materials, so I gotta make some. So anyway, I'll just do a cut right here, but I wanted to show you guys the process. It's coming along pretty smanchy. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. Okay, I think we're done. I think. We'll take a look at her. We'll see what we're dealing with, but I think we're free to, if we need to pillar up at all or anything, it's just going to be just a one pillar thing, just to kind of spot check some stuff here. So I think we're good. Let's take a peek. Get all this garbage out of here. We don't want this uglying up the place, you know. Next episode, what we'll work on. Can I make that jump? Next episode, we will work on kind of we'll work on the interiors of this, and it's going to be difficult because these are very, very, very small towers, and they're going to be tough to design on the inside. It's going to be cramped. It's going to be small quarters or tight quarters, but that's going to be okay. So let's get our nighttime peek before we go to bed. Oh baby, Ooh, baby. Come on now. Now you feeling how this castle's gonna look? You feeling it yet? Because if you're not, then, well then, obviously you're not feeling it. But hey, that's okay. You don't have to. Where can I hide some light in here? There we go. Want to give a little light underneath there. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks. Oh, I gotta put some fences up in there. But okay, let's get the daytime. Well, let's look at this at nighttime from here too. Since we got it, we might as well take advantage of it. I might have a bad guy up here. Several bad guys. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's gonna blow. Holy cow, man. That doubly. I tell you what. Come on. Come on. Yeah, idiot. There's one way to get me. Come on. I tell you what. This entire build experience has been flawless up until now. Well, I kind of set myself up for problems there. Okay. Well, alright. So, did I just hear? Oh man, I thought I just heard a creeper about to blow. Whew. My heart can't handle it. Come on. So, there's how she looks at nighttime from up here. You stay over there. And I think it's looking pretty sick. I'm happy with it, that's for sure. And we're down. Oh, we're about to die. Oh. Let's eat something real quick. It looks like the sun's coming up through there, actually. But let's sleep anyway, just to get rid of any mobs right away. Alright, so... this experience, not too bad. In creative, the build took me about a half hour. Here it took me about an hour, maybe. No, it took me about 3 hours. Don't be lying to yourself. I gotta fix something there. I gotta put a stair there. Oh, you didn't put yourself out. Good for you. So I want to put a stair. Let me show you. Right there, backwards, because that looks kind of weird. That spot. Let's get it from a lot of angles here. See how it looks from over here. Looks very nice indeed. I am pleased. So let's see if we can't get a good look at the roof then. Oh, shut up. Give me your XP. Thank you. Come again. See if we can't get a look at the roof so I can explain it to you. So, the roof, right here, I did a little differently. It was stair, stair, solid block, stair, stair, solid block. And I wanted to continue this theme of the cobble kind of wrapping over it. Might do cobble. I'm a little concerned about doing cobble on that bottom layer. I'll test it out in creative, but I'm concerned about it because I feel like it might just blend in too much with the rest of the thing, but maybe that's good. So next episode, what we'll do is we'll get some leaves going on this, like some leaves coming down off the roof, kind of dress it up, down and around, and I think it'll be in a good way. I'm pretty happy about it. And let's go down here. Let's just go for it. Yeah. If we don't just stick to working out the outside, I think what we do next is probably the wall here that I'm looking at. Tying this into here, or figuring out this area. I think that would be good because that's kind of an unfinished thing we never did. It'd be nice to get that all connected. So I think that'd be cool. Now, as far as the walkway is off center, but I'm not minding that. These walkways are a little too clean for me anyway. Like straight shot, turn. I'd like to wind them, make them more curvy than they actually are. Like maybe it would cut through here. whoops, cut through here, you know. I'm not going to have a whole lot of symmetry with that stuff. And then let's check out, with this bridge also, I implemented quite a bit more wood than I had in the rest of the build, just because that's going straight across, and I wanted to have it look like there's good supports there, you know, beams that are really supporting that. Oh, and I want to do one last thing too. I want to put fences up in the joint. Let's just do this. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. How many is this going to give us? Perfect. 12. Awesome. We are great. Alright, so let's hop in here. I made a little opening that should work for us, I think. Oops. Very good. Up we go. Here's our spot. Right here. So, of course, this isn't finished right here. And I definitely don't like the torch placement right now. Oh, actually, we can't put fences here. We could put the one there. And that's actually not bad. I'll have to just look at it and see if I can live with that. Oops. Hello. But yeah, you can see we've got tight quarters here. And we don't want these things showing on the walls. So it'll be interesting. We'll get it worked out one way or the other. So next episode we'll do some interior design stuff and maybe get started on that other wall, I think. But anyway, before we call it quits, we'll take one last look at her from a distance. And then we'll call this episode good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know that some of you aren't liking this style, but that's okay. You don't have to. I really do. I think it's next level stuff for sure. So thank you, Mathrentia. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next episode.